The following presentation is rated WPC.
Hello? Who's there? Show yourself!
Rise and shine, my little dandelion. Sorry about the restraints, but we are impressed with your ability to improvise.
We can't afford any more distractions. Dr. Deathmark, you sick
Son of a bitch!
Did you really think we wouldn't recognize the great Agent 232 crashing my gala?
It's over. We have the mechanism. It's on the way to headquarters as we speak.
Something tells me it hasn't yet left the building.
And what makes you so sure?
Dear Fraulein, can withstand many methods. Torture, not one of them.
What have you done with Isabella? You sick
Son of a bitch!
Nothing as creative as what I'm about to do to you, I'm afraid.
Meet my associate, Fafel Bishna. Trained in the arts of surgical procedure, banished from medical school, and stripped of his license.
You sick son of a bitch!
I'd love to chat some more, but I'm afraid time is of the essence.
Where's my quantum defibrillator mechanism?
I'll never tell you, you sick son of a bitch!
Pity.
What was that?
Merely the beginning, I assure you.
You just tickled me, you sick son of a bitch!
Stop spitting on the floor, please. Thank you. Now, where were we?
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on, man? You sick son of a bitch!
I will have my mechanism returned! Where is it? Come on, tell me! Tell me, please! I want to know where it is! And you know where it is! I want to know where it is! Please! Good. I've finally broken you. Where is it? Just whisper it to me right here. I just want the information, just between me and you. Where is it? I don't tell you, sick son of a bitch! Ouch! Where is it? I will have my mechanism returned! Where is it? Fuck you! Where is it? Fuck you! Fuck you!
Oh, fair enough.
You think I could tickle him?
Don't do it. Don't.
Not for me, it's your job.
Fuck you! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Get away from me, you freak of nature!
Hey! Don't call Fafel Bishna names. He's only doing his job. See, you hurt his feelings.
You'll never take my dignity! I want to throw up. Don't stop tickling me. You son of a bitch.
Rest assured, after I kill you, I'll hunt down your mother, I'll kill her. I'll hunt down your father, and I'll kill him too. I'll hunt down your pet monkey Q, and I'll kill him too.
All right. I'll tell you where it is.
Yes, please. Tell us where it is.
The mechanism is in me.
I beg your pardon?
Congratulations. It's in my body.
But that means...
That's right. The mechanism only triggers by tickling the host who's carrying it.
My God. What have you done?
Who, me?
Round and me take you back to the future. I was home alone with nothing to do, so I hopped in the car, headed to the mall. If life's a box of chocolates, I'm eating them all. There she was, working the counter. Don't know what it is, but there's something about her I got to approach, but I don't have the balls. Come on, Buckman, you're killing me, Smalls. Okay, I can approach her. I know I can, I'm a brave little toaster. But what's my line? I need one for real though. No, you don't, just keep it short like Willow. No pressure, just don't be lame. Ask her favorite book or video game. You're right, keep it light, that's a good call. So I asked her if she likes movies or football.
Let's go with the rhythm we flow, so they pop the popcorn and lock the doors. Let's go front back to rows, yeah, you know where we at. Let's start the show. Let's go with the rhythm we flow, so they pop the popcorn and lock the doors. Let's go front back to rows, yeah, you know where we at. Let's start the show.
Hi, I'm Bernie Harlow, your host of today's Tinseltown Trivia, and I'm going to tell you about double-sided posters. A double-sided poster, like this one here, promoting this weekend's release of Disney's Aladdin, is where the art for a movie gets printed in front and mirrors its image from behind. These are specifically made for light boxes you see in theaters. When they're lit from behind, it projects the image more vibrantly. Now, studios print thousands of original posters per film, depending on their marketing budget. Yes, originals can be both single and double-sided, but smaller studios may only print single-sided because of budgeting. Now, collectors like you, me, or our host, William Patrick Coleman, probably prefer double-sided because it's the best chance of being an original. With that in mind, this week's question is not so easy. Can you tell us the first movie that released the double-sided posters in theaters, the year it came out, and which studio distributed it? I'll give you a hint. It ain't Disney. The answer when we return.
Welcome to the Cinema Chat section of Filmbuff. Today we have a very special guest in the house. He is a legend in the film industry world as well as the advertisement world. And you might recognize a lot of his work with any of the Star Wars posters or the majority of the Indiana Jones posters and just about every single Muppets poster and Police Academy posters that have ever been made. I'm very, very excited to welcome Mr. Drew Struzan to the show. Drew.
Hey.
Thank you so much for being here. This is a big honor for me. I was saying to people that some of my favorite work that you've done is movies that aren't really well received, but the artwork is just amazing. So like, for example, Masters of the Universe, you see the cover of that, you want to see that movie. And then you see it, and then we want to go back to the cover and recapture that again. A lot of your posters, I feel, there's so much excitement contained in them that you know that there's just life waiting to burst out, and which is why I think a lot of the work you've done with Steven Spielberg and George Lucas in particular are very, very exciting.
Well, I make them that way on purpose to have a job.
Yeah.
I know what my job is, and that is see the poster, want to see the movie.
Yeah. Well, I have a couple of your artwork that I personally own. That I wanted to maybe get some backstories on some of them, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, if I can remember.
Okay, Bernie. I want to start off with out of my collection, the more recent one, Mallrats. How did he approach you about this? What was his pitch to you on how to create this?
Well, I don't know. Looking at it now, I seem to recall he says he wants it to look like comic book cover.
I'm a big fan of this. I was wondering if maybe after some of these you wouldn't mind signing them for me.
Oh, that's why I'm here.
That's why you're here.
Okay.
Wherever you want.
Let's see. How's that?
Fantastic. I'll move on to the next poster right here.
Oh.
We can just talk about this one real quick. This is a very popular image. Of Hook from 1991, Steven Spielberg.
This was fun because they had done an advance poster of just the Hook.
This is the Hook, yeah.
You know,
I didn't even think it said Hook. It was just the Hook,
just the Hook. But this was Sony's first endeavor in the American movie market.
Yeah, this is
because it was their first outing.
Uh-huh.
They couldn't make up their minds. And so Stephen got me in there. We did it. This was the most fun I ever had making a movie. Making part.
Oh,
being part of
really?
the movie, because they were shooting it in Hollywood on the lot, and they had the boat sitting on the water on the set.
Yeah.
So we walked in on the set, and he's sitting in the tree.
In the outfit.
In the outfit.
As Peter Pan.
And they say, stop, hold everything. So I come in and I lay out all my drawings. And me and Steven stood there for like an hour, and everybody's standing there going,
That's great. That's great. Yeah.
but it was such a hassle with that it never even came out in time to open the movie.
Really?
But it was late.
Yeah.
But it is the poster.
Yeah,
for
it
the
is.
movie.
It is the cover of the VHS, the DVD, and
Yeah.
all of it. Yeah, it's
Well,
the,
they
it's
all
the
loved
image.
it. And even this old guy here, he didn't like his original portrait.
And I saw
Did you hear
that.
that?
I didn't hear the story, but I did see the original where he has a different glance, and Smee, I believe, has a different.
just him.
It was just Hook. Yeah, I do remember seeing
her.
that.
I changed her
That's-
7 times.
That might be what I'm. Of course. Oh, really?
Yeah. So he looked at it and he says, "It's not that it's bad. I don't think it's my character." So he says, "Come over to my house and I'll show you." So I went up to his house in Brentwood, invited me in, and we talked for a couple hours. And he modeled for that, and then I got it right for him.
That's right.
But that was fun. So,
Yeah. Very
everybody-
classic poster.
Okay, this is me.
Really?
This is my son. This is my wife. So we're all a part of this.
Yeah. I saw that you do that sometimes. Even the Indiana Jones, you had gotten dressed up, right, as Indiana Jones and took the pictures as Indiana Jones.
Every Indy I painted, which was all of them, was me from here down and Indy from here up. Or Harrison.
That's so interesting.
Well, they don't. They make the advertising long after the movie's finished, and they change their looks, they change what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
you got to be ready to
I get
adapt.
the photos that were appropriate for the movie, and picked out the best ones. And then I took the pose. And
that's great. Yeah, this is another one I've had for 20 or so years.
Okay, here you go. I'm going to ruin it.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Let's talk about this iconic image. Now, I've actually heard that some people can't even think about the series without thinking about these looks.
That's what I hear too.
Yeah, that it's always, and I have the soundtrack on cassette with Michael J. Fox looking. It's looking at the watch, that image that you had kind of helped create with Michael J. Fox, who was also a big fan of yours. I'd heard, but this is Back to the Future to me. I love this poster. The color, absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
We'll go to the last one here real quick. This is literally my favorite poster of all time. Is the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Just real quick here. There's a lot going on in this poster. So we
For being so simple.
Yes.
As opposed to nowadays where everything's going on and it says nothing.
Yeah. This is the one. This is the one for me. It's my favorite poster you've done. It's my favorite movie poster that exists.
I got to meet Harrison. They very rarely do I meet them, but I talked to him on the phone once and he said, "Thanks for the bod." So he knew it wasn't his bod.
You'd be like, hey, "You're welcome. It's mine." Yeah, I know he was very complimentary of how you made him look.
He felt I was a big part of his career.
Yeah.
Just because of the way I made him look.
Yeah.
Because it looks like he looks.
There's not movie artistry like this anymore, or an advertisement, and I think it's beautiful.
You know why? I'm retired.
That's probably it's probably a big part.
50 years was long enough.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you coming on board and spending some time with us. Yes, thank you so much. This is an honor. So much. Perfect. Oh man, 12-year-old in me is just thrilled right now to own this. This is Drew Struzan here on Cinema Chat for the Filmbuff. Thank you very much for being here. Have
Thank you.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Moments in Movie History. I'm your host, Henry Laszlo. Each week since 1952, we've taken a look at the history of film and how it's shaped the modern motion picture industry today. Last week, we looked at the iconic courtroom classic 12 Angry Men, a film that was revolutionary in its decision to cast every character with an angry white man. In this episode, we will examine the film noir genre, popularized by such films as The Maltese Falcon and The Big Sleep. The term film noir is a French term that literally translates into dark film. Perhaps the most famous film noir of all time is the 1957 classic Midnight in Mazatlan, starring Humphrey Bogart as a detective investigating a series of murders in the beach city of Mazatlan. Now, whether or not Bogart was actually in the film is a subject that remains up for debate, considering we never get a clean shot of his face due to the filmmaker's decision to take the term film noir literally, opting to shoot the entire film at night with no lights whatsoever. As Bogart's detective character prowls the streets of Mazatlan looking for the murderer, we're introduced to a whole series of unforgettable characters.
Have you seen this man?
I can't see anything. It's too dark.
How about now?
Look, do you got a light or a match or something? I can't see it.
Everyone's looking for light in this world, but me, I'm looking for answers. All this murder, misery, it's too much darkness for my soul to handle.
You know what darkness is? You think you've seen darkness? You ain't seen anything. I woke up next to my wife, her burnt corpse. Yeah, that was dark. Her black, charred skin. You want to know something else? My daughter, she was murder raped.
Murder rate?
Murder rape.
And of course, it wouldn't be a film noir if the protagonist didn't cross paths with the enchanting femme fatale.
How did you find me, detective? It's so dark.
Finding people is what I do.
What else do you do?
This.
In this scene, it is implied that the Bogart detective character has fallen for the seductive charms of the femme fatale, played by none other than the beautiful Rita Hayworth, at least according to the credits. And once again, the filmmakers decided to go with the literal interpretation of the term femme fatale, which translates literally into fatal woman, revealing at the beginning of the third act that Rita Hayworth's character has been dead all along.
Have you no heart, woman?
As a matter of fact, I don't. The mortician cut out of me.
Do you mean to tell me?
I'm dead, detective.
What a twist. And what did this startling revelation mean for Bogart's character? If he had interacted with one dead character, were all the characters dead? Or was he already dead himself? In the film's riveting climax, Bogart solves the murder. It was he who was the murderer all along, and perhaps the most shocking twist, he had also been the victim himself. In what appears initially to be a poor stylistic choice, the minimalist lighting in Midnight in Mazatlan turns out to be an excellent storytelling device. This film noir seen through the eyes of the dead protagonist reinforces every human's greatest fear. When life ceases, so does light. This has been Moments in Movie History. I'm your host, Henry Laszlo.
What it says on here, Captain Roger Hammersmith. But whatever, you know, it's
Food delivery.
My dad brought me to see the Ninja Turtles when I was young.
It was something that I shared with my older brother. It was one of the few things that him and I got along over.
You want to do me a favor? And you want to sit there and tell me why he's in your house killing your wife?
That's the 34th time you've called me a pussy, and it's not even 1 o'clock!
Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a Half Shell.
Turtle Power.
Turtle Power.
I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this case.
Welcome back. How about that Struzan? One man did the poster for Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and Harry Potter. Now that's a cinematic legend. As for your Tinseltown trivia answer, double-sided movie posters were first introduced for the theatrical release for Biloxi Blues starring Matthew Broderick and Christopher Walken on March 25th, 1988 by Universal Pictures. Did you get it? Yeah, right, you're lying to me. Nobody likes a liar. If you're gonna be dishonest, you might as well give other people around you a fighting chance. You double-sided liar! I'll see you next time when you're finished lying.
On an all-new McGlock, a dangerous new drug hits the streets. Powerful, habit-inducing, and worst of all, it's made from man's most helpless friend.
Damn it, McGlock. Don't you know that's the last pug in America, which means every dirty, rotten drug dealer on the Western Hemisphere is gonna be pounding on our door to get to it.
All I know is that this little guy here, he warms my heart and he makes me smile.
That ugly thing.
He's adorable.
Look at him, say it!
He's adorable. It's better.
McGlock's on the case to save these flat-faced angels from the cruelty of man and extinction itself. Laszlo Capri guest stars in this can't-miss episode of McGlock, Saturday at 7 after the Glen Ford Film Festival.
I know I can, I'm a brave little toaster. But what's my line? I need one for real though. No, you don't, just keep it short like Willow. No pressure, just don't be lame. Ask her favorite book or video game. You're right, keep it light, that's a good call. So I asked her if she likes movies or football.
Let's go with the rhythm we flow, so they pop the popcorn and lock the doors. Let's go front, back to rows, yeah, you know where we at. Let's start the show. Let's go with the rhythm we flow, so they pop the popcorn and lock the doors. Let's go front, back to rows, yeah, you know where we at. Let's start the show. Now, I'm on the job with the boss in my face. I'm wishing I could get a little more office space. Whatever though, I got a plan to escape, but thinking if you don't stop, it's face off. I'm Nick Cage, I'm going crazy, get me out of this place. I'll go like Swayze and Ghost, it's like no trace. You callin' Nacy when it's cold on the case, cause I go like speed, you know, no brakes. Hey, did you say something? I turned around, it's Goodwill Hunting. I saw him there, all tall like no stunting. Yeah, he could back it up like, well, I'm no frontin' there. Cut to the chase. You heard what I said, you got these tickets in hand, and I don't like to play games. I'm a gone girl that's catch Affleck. Let's go with the rhythm we flow, so they pop the popcorn and lock the doors. Let's go front, back to rows, yeah, you know where we at. Let's start the show. Let's go with the rhythm we flow, so they pop the popcorn and lock the doors. Let's go front, back to rows, yeah, you know where we at. Let's start the show.
I meant later, what is this?
Come now, you should like risky business.
Okay, sure, but aren't you gonna get in trouble?
I've been working all day, I need a break, I'm on a double.
Alright, well, what's your favorite genre? Do you like comedy, sci-fi, or drama?
I like you and the way that you're asking. I hope you won't judge when I say I like action.
Nope, sorry for the pause. I like action too, no judgment at all.
Well, okay, so then take your choice. Cars, planes, or boats, which one, bad boy? Oh, there's a theater.
Hey, where you going? We gotta get tickets before we can go in. Oh, what the hell? I knew I had to get her when I heard her yell. I could be your greatest adventure.
Let's go with the rhythm we flow, so they pop the popcorn and lock the doors. Let's go front, back to rows, yeah, you know where we at. Let's start the show. Let's go with the rhythm we flow, so they pop the popcorn and lock the doors. Let's go front, back to rows, yeah, you know where we at. Let's start the show.